After 25 years of seeing children graduate out of our school and go on to do things, you start to see it being successful for them over and over and over again. And they're the ones who are showing exactly what Montessori produces.
My time at MCHG started back before there was even a preschool program. I think back what I used to say when I was that young was MCHG is where my friends are. My classmates were people that I knew since I was in kindergarten, since before I could walk or talk or even knew that they weren't actually my family.
I had a lot of fun at MCHD. All my friends were really cool and even the teachers were cool. I had fun as much as I did with students as I did with teachers, I think. It was just a really cool place. I'm glad I stayed as long as I did.
When he started at MCHD, it was really important for us to have a community for him of people where I felt like he was in a family as opposed to just a school, and that's how it felt the whole time.
I've had teachers come to my soccer games, I've had them come to plays, like they are just so devoted at MCHD and they really, really care about their students, and I still would come back to MCHD and ask for help if I needed it because they want you to succeed.
I think specifically at MCHD, it's not like one or two aspects of the school that are dynamic, it's the entire school. It's the atmosphere that's dynamic. Nothing ever stops moving. Everybody's always engaged in whatever is going on around them.
I've been told by many people, and I find it to be true, that I'm really independent and I prefer to be able to do self-led stuff. And at Montessori, we have a lot of opportunities to be self-led and take control of what you need to do.
I really enjoyed school. I liked going to school, and I think that was such an important part of like me and my future because I still like school, and I don't think I necessarily would have if I hadn't been at MCHD.
I feel like all the teachers, based on each student's like what they wanted to do in their future or what they were interested in at that point, like they would use that to help get you motivated to do stuff.
There's very rarely an assignment that I got that I was like, oh, I hate this, because it was just, they knew me and they knew what I would have liked to do, so.
One of the most important aspects of my time at MCHD is being around that environment of people who are supporting you and are helping you drive at whatever you want to get to. It's an environment that supports a feeling of empowerment.
If you have a desire or something that you want to try, just go for it. Like there's no thoughts of like, oh, I can't do it, or try this instead, you might be better at it. It was just like, if you want to do this, do it. No one's here to stop you.
I came to pick him up one day, and one of his classmates who was older was playing with some younger students, and he was swinging around, he was like all excited, and I'm like, yep, this is not gonna end well. And all of a sudden I see Phoenix come from across the playground and go up to, first of all, he goes to the older kid and he was like, hey, can I talk to you? And he's like, yeah. And then he goes to the younger kids and he's like, hey, can I borrow Bob for a second, you know? And the kids are like, yeah. So he takes them over and they have this conversation. He comes back and he was very calm and he starts playing with the kids again and everything was fine. And I was like, So as we're leaving, I'm like, what did you say? And he was like, well, I just told him that I could see he was getting excited and they're so much smaller than him that he could have accidentally hurt one of them. And I knew he didn't want to do that. So I just brought it to his attention, you know? And I'm thinking to myself, what? Like he was 12, I think. This really tells me that he is in the right place.
I feel like this approach has given her more skills to be in the world as opposed to you go to school and then you go into the world. This school gives the children the opportunity to learn while being in the world, so to speak. And I wished I'd had that as a kid.
I remember we would go to teach English to refugees at this place, which what 8th grader gets to go teach English to refugees? Like, I thought that was the coolest thing ever. And then of course, after we taught the refugees how to speak English, we would go to Little Caesars and eat lunch with each other and just laugh and hang out, and then we take the bus back and then we learn whatever we were gonna learn. But I just remember such fond memories of going out into the real world and doing interesting things.
I don't think that there's any doubt in my mind that a lot of the achievements in my life have come around because of just a mindset that I developed while I was here.
I just finished my last year of school at MCHD and I'm about to start 10th grade at another school. And I know that what I've learned at MCHD will help me succeed through everything that I do.
After Montessori, my transition to a new high school was, it was great. I don't think I really had any problems. My Montessori skills really pulled through, I guess.
when you see people follow their dreams and know they can, and have the courage and the confidence and the skills to be successful at that, it's hard to not want to be a part of it.